What's good? We back on another Boxing Clinic exclusive. Your boy CJ Goodfella, LDBC in the building. Let's get into what Amir Khan says. If him and Kell Brook square off, he'd quit like he did versus Triple G and Errol Spence. Man, I mean, I always wish they just get this out the way. You know, it's been years coming. They even ducked each other to take harder fights that changed the course of their career, especially Kell Brook. You know, fighting Golovkin when he could have fought Jesse Vargas, you know, or could have fought Amir Khan, which would have made a lot more sense. Amir Khan ducking Kell Brook again and getting knocked out by Canelo Alvarez, which is not that bad for him for the simple fact that he's been knocked out several times before, and you know, being able to bounce back, but being a little bit more older and you know, having a little bit more wear and tear on his body, which Kell Brook seems to have a lot of wear and tear on his body with two broken you know, orbital bones on each side. Which, you know, they did all this, you know, shit to go out their way to, you know, fight these tough opponents. To prove what? To avoid each other? To avoid making money? Now, when it's time to come back to the table to make the fight, it's some fucking old ass fight that nobody wants to see. It's not even a Hagler Hearns type of fight where both guys seem like they tank is empty or come out of retirement, and it's still a great fight. It might be to the point that these guys are both shot in a freak show of a circus fight that it didn't live up to the bill that it could have lived up to a couple years prior to it. It's a domestic fight. Both of these guys, you know, went outside their jurisdiction to fight other tough opponents when they could have just fought each other and just be done with it and had a rematch. It made, you know, double the money they made fighting the last 2 or 3 fights they fought. It's just crazy. Both of these guys think they, you know, the super A side of this, and now they both equally damaged, and they both equally, you know, is at the bargaining table. This shit is crazy. You know, and they both had these egos, and they can't both have these demands for what reason? Just get this fight out the way, do a rematch, and fucking retire. I know Kell Brook that set up the fight for the WBO junior middleweight title, who's being fought for August 26th by Kamagai Miguel Cotto, and he wants to fight Cotto in December for that title, according to his trainer. He's, you know, on his way back and doing what he got to do. You know, if he gets that title, why not Amir Khan, you know, move up and fight Amir Khan at whatever catchweight he want, or 454 pounds. And then do a rematch and then just retire. Both of those guys, they can show they have any juice left in the tank. If Amir Khan can go out there and beat a guy like, you know, maybe Sean Porter, or beat a guy like Tim Bradley, you know, and Kell Brook can beat Miguel Cotto, which is not out the possibility because Cotto or Kamagai, whoever wins, both don't have a lot in the tank or a lot of skill in Kamagai favor. I'm not a fan of his skill level, but he's a good, exciting fighter. It's not the realm of possibility. You know, good for Amir Khan if he could beat, you know, Tim Bradley, make that fight. But he gets past him somehow. And Kell Brook gets past Miguel Cotto, make it a world title fight, do 2 rematches, and you both can make $10 million, you know, $5 to $10 million depending on the demand of the fight. You know, in a rematch will retire up to 5, you know, from 10 to 20 million after 2 fights, retired. You know, both of these guys are hanging around the sport for what? You know, Kell Brook, I don't know what he's going to debut at junior middleweight as, and Amir Khan is not in the top 10 of any sanctioned body at 147 pounds. So, what's the point? Really, what's the point? At the end of the day, both of these guys are stringing on for what? So we can get an old-ass, senior citizen-ass fight between 2 guys that's past their prime. We could have got this fight several years ago. This is going to end up as a Juan Lopez, Yurokis Gamboa situation. At the end of the day, that's what it's going to be. You know, it's one of the great fights, you know, that could have happened, that never happened. But both of these guys, you know, they want to do this and demand A, B, C level D fights. Let it be. Let it be, man. And it's a fight that we're going to wish we got to see, that we never got to see. But at least we might can get Khan versus Timothy Bradley. This is your boy CJ Goodfellow with the Boxing Clinic. We on.